guys, welcome back to Astroways. Last week we had Bruce Lee's Bazi chart. We learned about what's in place. For example, when a parent element in a month pillar, or a liver element in a liver position, or a child element in the time pillar, we call these elements as in place. It's where it needs to be. We also learned about what's same party and what's different party. These terms like in season, off season, in place, off place, same party, different party, I came up with all those translations myself. I couldn't find official translations for these terms, and the ones I found, I didn't really like the way they translated it. So I translated them myself to plain, understandable, and easy to remember English. But if you want to Google them and find more information about them, you probably won't find them. Usually, these terms appears in Chinese spellings like 日主当令,日主不当令,当作,不当作,同当,异当, etc. But if you use those terms, then you won't remember them, and you won't know what it means. You can't link the meaning to the actual word. So I thought, you know what, I'll create some English terms for them that's easy to remember and understand. Okay, today we have a new group of hard angles. Remember the opposition angle we learned about? That's 80-degree hard angle. It's like a hit. One element bumps into another and create conflicts. Depending on the combination of the chart, some hits are good to create changes in life, like getting married, have kids. Some hits make you change location, like moving to another country, change your jobs. Sometimes it can be good change, sometimes it can be new opportunities, and sometimes it really just crashes your life down. And this new hard angle we're going to talk about today, it's not like a hit, it's like a punishment, like a penalty. It's not like a change of life, it's almost pure negative. This penalty angle has different types of levels, from very light punishment to very strong ones that brings massive impact to your life. Usually you won't notice much if you already have some types of penalty angles in your natal chart, but you definitely feel it when you come across a 10-year luck pillar or a single year pillar that carries these elements to complete the penalty. Now let's take a look at the Bazi chart of our beloved Princess Diana. If you Google Princess Diana's Bazi chart, you come across some wrong ones. This is wrong, 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 wrong. Why? Because she was born during summer. Daylight saving time, the European clock was 1 hour ahead. It's 1 hour more than it should be. If you Google Daylight Saving Time UK 1961, which was the year Diana was born, you get this. Year 1961, DST, Daylight Saving Time, started on March 26th and ended on October 29th. And Diana was born on the 1st of July at 1945. Now, 1945 needs to minus 1 hour, 1845, plus the calculation of true solar time. The real time that she was born was at 1842. Sometimes you can't just trust these chart analysis online. Some of them even say, oh yeah, Diana's chart is overly weak, dark matches with horse and turn into fire, it burns all her wood off, she's super weak. Well, you got the time wrong. There's no dark in this chart. Plus, she was a high-born noble. Even though her parents had some issues and it wasn't like a big happy family, but she's noble. Her dad was the 8th Earl Spencer. How can she have a super weak chart? Sometimes we need to analyze ourselves. You may not know Chinese language, but you have the knowledge from our last 14 episodes of Astroways, plus the episode of True Solar Time. That's enough for you to judge other people's analysis. Okay, come back to this chart. This is the correct chart for Princess Diana. Yin Wood, beautiful flower, very flexible and easy to adapt to different environments. You see those wall-climbing vine plants? You cut them off, they grow back. You burn them out, they grow back. You never planted any seeds, they just appear themselves. Those are yin wood people. They always find a way to grow. Wood is the only element in the 5 elements that has life. Wood people have a stronger feeling about life than others. Now remember what we've learned in the last few episodes. For female charts, the element that restricts the self-element is the lover element. Diana's lover element is middle. Is there any middle in the lover position? No. Then the lover element is not in place. Most people don't actually have the lover element in place anyway. It doesn't matter. Here her lover element is in the same party or different party. Self-element is yin, lover element is yin as well, so it's the same party. That shows a sign that her husband may not be an easy to control one. Next, lover position. Lover position is goat. Goat matches with horse. It hasn't turned into fire yet because she hadn't got any fire on her heavenly stems. However, here we need to know, what if it turns into fire? Does this self-element friends of fire? Obviously no. This wood doesn't have root. There's no wood in the earthly branches. When a wood doesn't have root, you burn it, it's hard to grow back again. So this self-element hates fire. And you don't really want the lover position turns into fire. However, in her 10-year luck pillar from 1973 to 1992, 20 years of fire on heavenly stems. Even in 1993, she got out of the fire pillar. She still had 2 fire years waiting for her, which was 1996 and 1997, which she died in 1997. Why 1997, not 1996? And why not at the end of the 10-year luck pillar? We'll come back to it later when we talk about the penalty angles. Here let's learn for female charts how to see when it's a high chance to be pregnant and have babies. In order to see that, let's find 2 things, child element and child position. For female, your child element is the element that produced by you. You give birth to your kids. You produce your kid. For male chart, your child element is the element that produced by your lover element, okay? So Diana's child element is fire, and her time pillar is her child pillar. There's no child element in child pillar. Her child element is not in place. Again, it doesn't matter. We're learning how to see when you get pregnant, not to analyze your kids. First, we need to find when she got high chance to have kids. Like we mentioned before, during 1973 to 1992 were 20 years of fire. Child element has root and appears. In Bazi chart reading, heavenly stems are the things that appears on the outside, while earthly branches are the things that you realized from the inside. When an element has root and appears, we say this element is stable. Second of all, which years exactly during those 20 years? Let's see if there's something bumps into the child element or something bumps into the child position. Year 1981, year of yin metal. Here creates another hard angle for heavenly stems, which is yin metal and yin wood. Yin metal bumps into yin wood, bumps into child position. Princess Diana was pregnant with her first child. But because her self-element is also yin wood, so yin metal bumps into her self-element as well. There she needs to be careful of some accidents and injuries. Next, year 1983, year of Yin Water. There's another hard angle, which is Yin Water and Yin Fire. And Yin Fire is her child element. There she got pregnant again. Now, up to this point, you may have already found out the pattern of the heavenly stem's hard angles, since we have already learned 3, which was Yang Wood and Yang Metal from Bruce Lee's episode. Here we just talked about Yin Wood and Yin Metal, Yin Water and Yin Fire. Now the last one, of course, is Yang Water and Yang Fire. That's it. Those are the only hard angles in the heavenly stems. Very easy to remember. A lot simpler than the earthly branches. That's why sometimes people from the outside don't see the struggle that other people have from the inside. Heavenly stems are what's obvious from the outside, while most of the time, deep down, what we have in our mind is a lot more complicated. In the earthly branches, we have 4 types of hard angles in total. The 180-degree opposition hard angle, and the new one we're going to learn today, the penalty hard angle. Again, the English term penalty angle, I just made it up, don't Google it. There are 3 types of penalty angle: single penalty, double penalty, and triple penalty. Single penalty is when you see 2 dragons together in a chart, 2 horses together, 2 roosters together, or 2 pigs together in a chart. Single penalty is very light. Usually, when people have single penalties in their charts, sometimes they are easy to get upset, they feel like sometimes they're tired, and they just want to escape from reality, or they feel like no one understands their feelings, no one knows them. Single penalty is you don't really need to worry. Everyone has his moments in life when they feel upset. It's not a big deal. Double penalty, rat and rabbit together, tiger and snake together, snake and monkey together, monkey and tiger together, ox and dog together, dog and goat together, goat and ox together. Here you might find some patterns. Tiger and snake, snake and monkey, monkey back to tiger. These 3 are like a triangle. One links back to the other. Yes, these 3 together is a triple penalty. So as these 3, ox, dog, and goat. All the double penalties are like the next level of unhappiness. Sometimes you feel friends and families don't care about you, or what you want to do in life. You can't seem to achieve it, or there's always some obstacles in your way, or you simply just hate the world or hate yourself. This is double penalty. Again, it's not abnormal to think like this from time to time. No one is super happy every day anyway. What's a bit worrying are the triple penalties: tiger, snake, and monkey. In this group, tiger and monkey is already the opposition hard angle. They hit each other in a penalty. So as the other group, ox, dog, and goat. Ox and goat is already the opposition hard angle. Here they meet together again in a penalty. It's physical and mental damage all in one go. Now in this chart, we see there's already a double penalty and opposition conflict, goat and ox. In this 10-year luck pillar, we have a dog. The triple penalty is complete. The moment she entered this 10-year luck pillar, the danger was already there waiting. Year 1997, another year of ox. It enhanced the power of the opposition conflict. Remember, the opposition angles are more like physical damage, while the penalty angles are more like mental damage. Now, never mind it's the end of the 10-year luck pillar or not. The conflict appears here during a penalty luck pillar. Then we can't ignore it. So what happened this year? Princess Diana died from a car crash. Which month? The month of monkey. Which day? The day of snake. Which hour? The hour of tiger. Monkey, snake, tiger, another triple penalty. 2 penalties and 2 conflicts appeared in that specific moment. Even if you say, well, we don't know the exact hour when she died. Okay, let's take down the hour of tiger. Still 2 penalties and 1 opposition. Another interesting thing I'd like to mention here regarding to Princess Diana, in face reading, there's a type of eyes that means this person has higher chance to have physical accidents, which is called 3 white eyes. You have upper 3 white eyes and lower 3 white eyes. Princess Diana had lower 3 white eyes, which shows white on the bottom part of the eyes in a normal status. Guys, what happens if we see these annoying penalties or conflicts in our chart? What do? Check your 10-year luck pillars. Find out which 10 years you have the worst conflict. Find the worst year out of that 10 years. Don't do big changes in that year. Stay calm, stay rational, and buy some insurance. Make the beneficiary the poorest person in your family, the one with no chance of getting rich in that year in his Bazi chart. Make him the beneficiary. Put loads of money in the insurance. If you die, he gets the money. But his Bazi chart says he's poor as hell this year. Good, then you won't die in that year. Okay guys, that's all for today. If you want to have your personal chart reading with me, you can email me at astroways.info@gmail.com or find me on Facebook at Astroways. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to know more about metaphysics, please subscribe my channel and I'll keep you updated.